increase your visibility, strengthen your support network, have a vision. Those are fundamental steps that we must take to advance our careers. I speak with professionals every single day. Some of them are my clients, some of them are prospective clients, some of them are partners whom I support from a leadership coaching perspective. And in every case, when you think about how do people advance, how do they increase their compensation, how do they reach their full potential? It is those three things that must happen: their visibility, their network, and their vision. And so, how do these three things work together? That's exactly what I'm going to address in May when I talk about fearless leadership and when I talk about owning your career, betting on yourself, investing on your career instead of only thinking about being in your career. So that's what we're going to do in May. We're going to host the Fearless Leadership Masterclass. I'm going to show you 4 keys. I only gave you 3 of them today. 4 keys that are essential to claim your next leadership seat. I'll give you an example. There was a very smart young lady that I spoke with today. She's mid-career. She's been around for a total of about, I want to say 15 years in the field. And she's at a point where she's transitioning and she hasn't followed a straight arrow type of career path. She's been more of in a jungle gym, taking different stretch roles that have given her invaluable breadth and depth. And her next level is going to be an MD role. That is her vision. She wants to become an MD and contribute from that level. Every MD role, depending on your environment, will have a different set of requirements. And when we talked about her challenges, she's extremely knowledgeable, has an amazing background, knows what she's doing, has been very assertive in her entire career. Now, in this transition period, she's focusing in the challenges that she has. And that is impacting her confidence. And have you felt this way? Can you relate to this? Where we do this, right? We focus on what are we lacking, what don't we have that is going to be an impediment to us reaching this goal that we have. And so when we connected and we were chatting around her challenges, her vision, her 12-month vision, and we do this over a 45-minute strategy session, she shared with me clearly what were her challenges from her perspective. And we concluded that above and beyond those challenges that she knew about, we also identified that one of her challenges has been her visibility and her network or lack thereof, and having the strategy to execute on her vision. And so when we concluded our conversation, she was so excited to see that there was a path forward where she could leverage her strengths or superpowers, where she could create and build a strong network of allies, and where she can then apply these strategies that we're going to work on together to position herself in a way that shows that she's ready for this next role, that she is prepared, and that she is qualified for the role by showing her skills during a conversation with a potential employer and during conversations with the senior leadership and during conversations with any stakeholder that she encounters along the way, because she is clear on how she adds value. They understand her goals, and it's simply a matter of finding the right opportunity for the next role evolution to happen. If you happen to be in this situation where you are an organization responsible for attracting, developing, and retaining your talent, it's important that you recognize, what do my people need? Who can support my people to evolve to their next level so that you can continue to create a healthy pipeline of leaders in your organization? And I have a meeting with one of my clients who is presenting us as a sounding board so we can have a conversation to develop the leaders in their global organization. So that is if you're a company. If you happen to be that person, like my potential client and my clients who are in transition, who have a vision for that next level leadership role, in this case, an MD role, and you are questioning, what is it going to take for me to get there? What are the requirements? So let's understand your environment, because that's where the requirements come from. And above and beyond that, where are my gaps? What do I bring as a strategic contributor? And what are the holes that I need to fill and plug so that I can pursue this goal confidently and do it from a place of, look, this is what I can contribute to you. It's real that many of us fall prey to a situation. Perhaps even we rely on previous experience to give us confidence. And in some cases, that's a great thing because we have successes. But in the case where we have been burned, where we don't trust certain people in the organization, where we have hesitated to build relationships because we feel that we don't want to be inauthentic and that we don't necessarily respect some people that we should be building relationships with, those limitations and those beliefs hold us back. They hold us back from building a robust network of allies. And that impacts our visibility and that impacts the vision that we have. So, in this conversation that I was having earlier, as I mentioned, one of the things holding her back is that because of the previous challenges she's had, she has minimized her vision. She has begun to settle for a less than vision. And I'm here to tell you, my friends, that if I were not committed to what I'm doing right now, if I didn't believe that I had the skill set, the heart, the background, the know how, the research, the strategies, the tools to do what I am doing for my clients, and if I didn't advocate for them by showing them what's possible, that if I didn't do this in this manner, I wouldn't be where I am today. Now, where I am today is a place where I get to contribute to you and all my clients and partners from my zone of genius and my zone of excellence. And all that took was for me to get clear on what that was, to then own it, and to increase my visibility so you can find me. So, likewise, what is your zone of genius? How can you increase your visibility so people can find you? And how can you create that compelling vision for your future so that we can then strategize together and create a roadmap to get you there by reverse engineering it? If you want to be there in that new leadership role as an MD, for example, what needs to happen starting today for you to get there? Now, you can figure this out on your own. You can have mentors and sponsors who support you in creating that roadmap. And if you happen to be lacking those resources, that's why we're here. Now, we're not going to work in a silo. I'm going to be the first person to tell you, let's identify people in your organization who can support you and let's build those relationships. So I'm going to support you in identifying the people, in how to approach them, how to engage them, how to make it fun for them to engage with you and to make it fun for yourself. And then we're going to come up with a plan that you can execute on that plan. So we don't want you to do this by yourself and feel frustrated. We don't want you to feel like you're hitting your head against the wall. That is not what we want. It's the contrary. We want you to feel empowered. We want you to know your value and to leverage it. to do what you need to do to move forward and to go where you want to go so that your career is rewarding, so your life feels rewarding, and so that you can reap the benefits, financial, emotional, spiritual, of running your life and running your career. So if you need support with any of that, if you happen to be an organization looking to develop your leaders or an individual looking to advance and grow in your roles and claim that next leadership seat, I'm going to invite you to join us May 15th from 12 to 1:30 p.m. and get all the details at fearlessleadershipmasterclass.com. And I look forward to supporting you in any way that we can. Live with purpose, live with joy.